Hey, Life Group. It was so good to see everybody who was able to make it to our house on Tuesday so that we could plan for the fall. Brian and I want to come to you with a message about Life Group. He is over there doing what he does best, which is cleaning up from dinner. Wave. And I'm doing what I do best and talking. But this is a message from both of us. I want to let you know that we figured out a few things to hopefully make our group run more smoothly this fall. The first is that we are going to be studying the book of John, and we've decided to do it in a way that allows you to choose the format that's going to help you study best. So what I mean by that is that Brian and I are going to divide up the study so that we're all studying the same chapters or verses at the same time, but we're leaving it up to you to figure out how you want to do that in your own quiet time. So that could be something as simple as having a prayer journal and jotting your thoughts as you go. You could use a type of acronym relating to observations and analysis and application, something like that. And I can send a little image idea for that. It could be actually ordering your own study online if you want something a little bit more formal to keep you accountable. So we thought that would be a great way to open it up to those of you who said that you thought it was really important that we just be right in the Word and studying a book of the Bible and maybe not relying on an author necessarily to guide us through that study, but to let the conversation happen a little more organically the night of. So Brian and I will still be facilitating that. We'll have some open-ended questions, and I'm hoping that this is a way that we'll all be able to contribute and participate, and maybe be a little bit more vulnerable and allow the conversation to go in a direction that would be specific to our group, and again, maybe not necessarily the way that an author would be pointing it out. So that's what's going on for our study. We also wanted to point out that Brian and I feel that it's really, really important that we all break bread together. That fellowship time, I think, is imperative that we have so that we can get to know each other better on a social level, which I believe in turn helps us to be more vulnerable during the study as well as during prayer time. But we also understand that it's hard to get here. Sometimes it's hard with busy schedules to be making meals or picking up things at the last minute. So as a group, we decided to just get takeout. So we are going to be ordering on behalf of the group before each meeting. I think we talked about $5 per person per meeting to PayPal or Venmo over to us the night before. And then we will order subs or pizza or whatever. And Noah and Leah have graciously offered to pick it up for us. They thought their schedules might be a little bit more flexible than some of us who might be running kids around that night. And we'll have everything here and ready to go. So hopefully that will alleviate some of the time that it takes for us to get in, prep everything, wait possibly on people that are bringing part of the meal, and instead we can grab food and then spend our time actually together around the table instead of with the preparation process. And then lastly, we're still going to make sure that we commit to prayer at the end of every life group, but we also understand that with 18 to 20 people, it's really impossible to be able to pray for everybody the way that we would want to right there while we are at our house. So we pray that is a jumping off point where we can follow up with each other throughout the week, especially if we understand each other's trials and want to help or support, maybe meet one-on-one, and just recognizing that this doesn't have to be a trickle-down relationship from Brian and I to the rest of you, but we really hope that you continue to build strong bonds among yourselves too. Having said that, we know that we're really kind of on the cusp of multiplication already, which is just amazing. Brian and I have only been life group leaders for less than 2 years and almost entirely during a pandemic. And so knowing that we have been able to grow is just pretty amazing what God has done for our group. So wanted to tell you that as well. The last part and the fun part are our socials. We are planning to camp at Camp Sinawa the weekend of October 8th and 9th, 2 nights. If you contact the camp, contact Sarah, the ranger there. She can hook you up and let you know what's available for cabins. I think it's about $50 or $60 a night for the 4 to 6 person one. So if you're planning to bring your family, hopefully that's pretty reasonable and we can all grill out together and hang out. We also have soccer going on, so we'll be in and out that weekend, but we're still planning to be there through the weekend. We're also thinking that in December, we'll do kind of a give back as our social. And on the off months, so November and January, we might get together and either have a prayer night or a day that we commit to fasting or something like that when we're not actually having a social. So a lot of information. I wanted to synthesize it to you and get it to you in about 5 minutes or so. Hopefully you have a few minutes to watch this, and we are excited to get started on September 14th, I believe, is the next Tuesday that we'll all be together. So prior to that, I will send you the acronym to help you get started, and I'll let you know what verses or chapters we're working on. But of course, go ahead and start with 1:1. Talk to you soon. Bye.